一场疫情不仅改变了人们的生活轨迹，也让许多艺术家产生了新的思考和尝试。漫长的等待与隔离，新兴技术的涌现，虚拟与现实的交错，已经成为了当下时代的新常态。在纽约下城的萨帕尔当代艺术画廊，一场名为“元宇宙情绪”的特别展览正在进行。艺术家用独具特色的超现实笔触，描绘出虚拟和现实并存的奇幻场景。这其中又有哪些亮点藏品值得关注呢？让我们和画廊主 Nina 女士聊一聊吧。Hi Nina, congratulations on this beautiful exhibition. Can you give us a brief introduction about yourself and the gallery?
Of course. First of all, welcome to Sapar Contemporary. I'm Nina Levent, I'm an art historian. I actually specialize in figurative works, so this is the right work for us to speak about. Sapar Contemporary is a gallery in Tribeca. We were one of the first galleries to move in here in 2015, before Tribeca became what is now known as a very important art district in New York City. We have a very special focus. We focus exclusively on international artists. Most of our artists have a sort of footprint, have a presence either in Asia, in Africa, in the Middle East, and we provide a platform for them in the United States. We have a special focus on Asia. About 65% of our roster, 70% of our roster are Asian artists, ranging from Hong Kong to Malaysia to Mongolia. This exhibition is a great example of what we do.
And the title of this exhibition is very interesting. It's called Moods in the Metaverse. It kind of indicates the relationship between physical reality and the abstract virtual space. Can you tell us more about this exhibition?
So you're absolutely correct about what the title does. It creates this link between physical reality, but also physical reality of painting and our, how we right now consume images, and that is very much in a digital space. This artist who works in the Buddhist tradition, that's a tradition that already has traditional depictions of other realities, parallel worlds, worlds behind the worlds, whales behind the whales. So I think transferring that tradition into digital world, metaverse, things connected to the kinds of images that we generate through social media, I think that's, it's a very innovative but also a very very bold move.
Absolutely. I think the motifs and details of this painting is absolutely fascinating. It reminds me of Tibetan tanka, and as you mentioned, the Buddhist statues and Persian miniatures. I think her painting truly integrates Eastern painting traditions and contemporary subject matter, and juxtaposes the earthly and transcendental worlds, which give each painting a very unique, surreal, and mysterious quality.
So I could not agree with you more. So this artist, Uuriintuya Dagvasambuu, works in the style that is referred to as Mongol Zorak, that does exactly that. It takes the transcendental tradition of Tibetan Buddhist painting, much of which you can see in Tanga, but also some of the miniature tradition that comes from Persia, that comes from India. So going back to what you just mentioned, for me, what makes Uri so outstanding among her contemporaries, other artists of Mongol Zorak, and frankly other figurative artists who are working today, is that unbelievable mix of the surreal, very dreamy quality, but also very female quality. You're walking into subconscious of a female painter, of a woman painter. There's kind of something that's very intricate, very soft, very exquisite, and very unapologetically female about her work. And that quality I like. It's when you look at her narratives, they are all, it's not a linear narrative. All of her works, as you might see, are somewhat autobiographic. This is a work called the Soundcloud. The track is a Mongolian traditional music that she very often listens to when she paints. This exact headphone she owns. You know, so it's very much, you can say, a self-portrait of an artist in a zone. How she feels when she paints. She plays the music, she is in her own space. At the same time, she sort of points out she's not alone. There are thousands of other people that are listening to the same song. There is a sense of communion. There is a reminder of the fact that in the space, the virtual physical space, we are not alone. It is, you know, it's a transcendental experience.
It looks like there's a very interesting story going on here. Can you tell us more about this painting?
So this is a painting titled Stage. First of all, it's a diptych, and here is your story sort of parallel universes. We start with this field of edelweiss and sheep and very Tibetan looking clouds.
Yes.
And you see those in a lot of Uri's work. The sheep both signify kind of the flat land of Mongolia, the traditional life, the physical world, the nomadic life where people follow stock. Also very much sort of nostalgia for the physical contact with nature. So then you enter the stage, which is a dreamlike reality, and like a lot of our dreams, it's the stage is set. Very often when you dream, you feel as if you're being put on stage, and I think she animates that feeling of your dream is like a theater, and somebody pulls the curtain and you see all of these props that you typically see in a theater. You see the lights, you see the railing, you see the carts that move the props, and then you see that here is a character who's getting her or his makeup done. It reminds us of multi-headed Hindu or Buddhist deities. It's executed very much in the same style when you see how good the details are. I'd like to say a few words about her choice of using reclining figures, because it does what you mentioned before. It actually brings together these two pictorial traditions.
Yes.
The tradition of a reclining female or an odalisque that you see in a lot of Western painting, and the reclining Buddha or in sort of the Nirvana tradition that comes from the East. And here they're sort of very much seamlessly, harmoniously blended together.
And to me, this is like a reflection of everyone's daily lives. Because in this challenging time, like many people, they live in isolation. This VR headset is like her entrance to the virtual space where people meet, study, and entertain, communicate. Like the lady, I think we're at this moment in the process of reconnection, transformation, and rejuvenation. Thank you, Nina. Thank you so much for sharing your insight. 那我们今天的画廊私访就先到这里。如果你对视频中看到的藏品感兴趣，可以在视频下方找到我们的联系方式。如果你喜欢本期的视频，别忘了点赞、评论、收藏、转发。我们下期见啦！